Hey everyone, so we have got a special bonus episode for you today. I was recently interviewed on the Gina Bianca podcast, another great industry listen, as she wanted me to share with her listeners all of our expertise around loyalty programs. And I totally spilled the tea, like all over the place. We talked about where loyalty programs started, what successful programs like Starbucks and Sephora are doing really well, how to design a loyalty program for your salon or spa company, the steps to roll it out, and how you should be personalizing it for your customers. Whether you have a loyalty program in place or not, this will be a great listen with a ton of insights. I hope you enjoy it. Welcome to the Salon Scoop, a podcast by Salon S.O.S. I'm your host, Scott Moon, the founder of Salon S.O.S, and I'm obsessed with helping salon professionals live their best life. In this show, we shop talk all things salon to bring you real-life stories, debates, entertainment, and inspiration to help you find happiness and success in this beautiful industry. If you work in the salon industry in any capacity, this podcast is open to you. So set down your scissors or rinse out that toner and let's get into it.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Gina Bianca Podcast for another amazing episode of Salon Ownership Unfiltered. The only difference is that this is a bonus episode. I am here with Scott Moon. He is the owner of Salon S.O.S. He is going to share with us about loyalty programs. So Scott is not a salon owner, but he supports salon owners every single day with his company. And we're going to talk about how to have effective loyalty programs because I feel like that's something that a lot of salon owners kind of don't pay attention to. And I'm really excited to talk about it because I want to launch my own loyalty program. So I'm just so excited to learn from this episode. So Scott, welcome. How are you?
Hey, I'm amazing. Thanks for having me. I'm super excited to delve into this topic with you.
Awesome. Now tell my audience a little bit about you and your company, where you're from, all of that good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've been in the beauty industry for over 25 years now. Come from a marketing background, worked for 14 years with one of the major color manufacturers in our industry. I was the general manager for the top color brand in the industry for 4 years. So I've been very, very connected to the industry for a long time. Left the corporate world to really get involved and just more in touch with the small businesses of our industry. I fell in love with just working with independent, salon owners and even the, distributors. The people in the industry is what really makes it, and I want to be making the biggest impact possible. So started Salon S.O.S 6 years ago with the core mission of bringing simple and affordable digital marketing solutions to salons out there to really help them grow their business, but in a way that's manageable for them.
Awesome. So what is Salon S.O.S?
Salon S.O.S, I mean, we are let's call it a digital marketing specialist, digital marketing agency, specializing in, only providing services to salons and spas. And we provide everything that you could need across the board from your online presence, whether it be, website, creating your website, refreshing your website, managing, updating your website, doing the work with Google to make sure that you're ranked high, Google rankings when people are doing searches. We have this, amazing loyalty program, which we're going to, sort of delve into today. We help with social media. We do all sorts of trainings. We have, artificial intelligence, resources. Just trying to be like the ultimate resource that we can when it comes to tools, advice, trainings, knowledge around marketing and online presence for your business.
Amazing. So let's talk about loyalty programs because I feel like that's one of the things that a lot of salon owners will do, like refer a friend, get $20 off, or like something basic. And, I feel like loyalty programs are so slept on. So like, let's talk about loyalty programs. Like what loyalty programs do you feel like are really successful? Like, are there any companies that like stick out to you that do it really, really well?
Yeah, for sure. And I think sometimes loyalty programs are almost like misunderstood. I mean, you just mentioned, refer a customer, a new client, and get $20 off. Like, that's not actually a loyalty program. That's a referral program, because it's just like it's a one-time, bonus for an action, which is great. Every salon should have a referral program in place, but loyalty is for long-term, right, customer engagement with you. And it started off, long ago with airline industries, and then hotel industries, and people are aware of those programs. But there's been a real shift over the last 5 to 10 years specifically, and I'd say one of the top ones for sure out there is Starbucks. Starbucks has their loyalty program, and what's unique about, I'd say, that the evolution in the last 5-10 years is that most of these companies have turned towards an app-based program. And we'll get into why that's beneficial. But, Starbucks, the customers, they're loyal already to the product, but now they're actually like earning, points for their visits. It used to be coffee shops, had little stamp cards. You'd go in, little physical paper card, and they would get a little stamp each time you got a coffee. And after, a 7 or 10, you get a free one. All right, super basic. But now there's so much more engagement, right? So Starbucks, as an example, you can talk about Sephora also in the beauty industry, has an excellent loyalty program, very engaging. And what's powerful about them today is that you as a customer have this like sort of personalized experience, because you have your account on your phone, you open it up, and you have, personalized coupons and special things that are available to you. You talk about Sephora, much wider variety of products that they offer. They'll have all sorts of, bonus days offered. So, purchase, $50 worth of, cosmetics, on this weekend and get X number of bonus points. There's just so many ways to kind of like activate and get people excited about points. And that's what it comes down to in terms of successful loyalty programs, is the ones that really engage with their customers and get them excited always about points and focused on the points. That's one of the key drivers.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that with my Amex.
Absolutely, right? Like, credit cards, is a big example as well. Everyone's looking at them not based on the actual product itself. I mean, a credit card is a credit card is a credit card, but it's like, which one gets me the best benefits, bonuses, cash back, points for rewards, and how can I use those? And consumers now, it's almost an expectation, right? In most industries, that there's some loyalty program happening, whether it's in the clothing industry or, your hardware stores, have loyalty programs. It's pretty much an expectation now that businesses have that. And salon industry has been a little bit slow at sort of adopting to loyalty programs. And I really feel like it's a missed opportunity in many cases that we should really be thinking about in a more strategic way for our businesses.
I mean, even just me trying to say like, yeah, refer someone and get a haircut. Like, that's a referral program. Like, I'm so like conditioned with the old school way of like, this is how we do it. And I've never like really turned on like a good loyalty program. It's actually my 2025 goal is to build like an insane loyalty program at the network for not only just my stylists, not only just for the clients, but for my stylists too. So what like behaviors would you reward? Would it be like any purchase? Like what, like, can you kind of go into like what a successful loyalty program looks like based on what you're seeing and what you're helping people do with Salon S.O.S?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it always comes down to the individual, objectives that each salon or spa has, obviously. And we work with every single salon independently to customize, right, a rewards program and strategy just for them. But definitely there's some keys to success. I mean, if you think of like the old school, some of the basic things out there, some salons are still using a paper card and they have it for their waxing. And it's like, like get 7 or 8, waxes, and your next one is free, and it's on a little stamp card or punch card. They're really like old school, but that is a form of loyalty because it like keeps your customer coming to you over and over again. In today's day and age, what we see, much more successful is rewarding customers for their total commitment to your business, right? Their total spend in your business. So not just for like one service, or you get a stamp if you have a waxing service, or a stamp if you get a haircut. Reward them for their total purchases, okay, as a starting point. That would be my first recommendation. Best success ratio. Some salons just want to be focused on retail, and they're only doing retail rewards and giving points for for retail purchases. But I think your customers, you're going to get way more engagement again from your customers if every dollar that they spend gets them something in terms of points, right? Because now everybody feels like they're involved in the program. Then the key is figuring out, once they've accumulated a certain number of points, what do we allow them to use their points for? And again, old school mentality, the air miles out there, people collected air miles, and then they could use their air miles to, redeem them for a TV or for travel or for whatnot. And a lot of salons in the early days were doing that. They were actually giving away air miles, and then the customer is using those and going to buy, electronics or something else. You want to make sure that all the rewards that you're offering are back into your salon business, right? First and foremost. So they have to spend those points for something inside of your business. But I always say, don't just give them, $10 off your bill or $20 off your bill, something that is just like reducing their normal spend. Points is almost like gift cards. It's considered like free money, right? So you want to encourage people to use those points, the free money, towards something new that they can try, right? That they might not have gotten on a regular basis. So again, we work with each salon company to identify what those might be, but it could be, add-on services that you're trying to get people to try for the first time. You can give it away for free with their points. They redeem 10 points or whatever number of points for a free back bar, hair treatment or a brow wax or something, a low cost item that's really, pretty easy for the salon to give away. But now your customer is trying it maybe for the first time, and for them it's free. They're using their points. And now hopefully they're going to enjoy that experience, that service, and be like, wow, that was amazing, and consider adding it as a regular service that they paid for on future visits, right? So I always say, look at your points and try to find ways to almost use them towards a trial of either products or services in your salon company. That's a really effective way to help you build, customer awareness about your different services, get them engaged in different parts of your business. And they're still happy because they are receiving, rewards and really discovering more about your company.
Awesome. Now, what steps would you tell people they have to take if they were going to build a rewards program right now? Like step one would be do this. Step two would be do this.
Yeah. So step one is, identify the right platform, to actually run a loyalty program on. And what I mentioned at the get-go, in today's day and age, like an app-based program is so critical if you really want it to be successful with your customers. There's a lot of loyalty programs that are now like built into some salon POS softwares. And the challenge with those is that nobody actually talks about it, right? It's not as though the front desk is like mentioning after every visit, oh, you know what, you just earned, 10 points or 50 points, into your account. It's not talked about. And what happens then all of a sudden, one day the customer shows up and there's going to be a pop-up on the screen. This is the way that they work. And the front desk person cannot proceed with checking the client out without dealing with that pop-up. And it says that they have enough points. So they say, oh, Gina, I noticed that you have enough points today for, $10 off of your bill. Do you want me to apply that to your account? And Gina, being a smart, savvy consumer, is going to be like, yeah, sure, of course. You're giving me $10 off, of course. And you go about your day. But you had no idea that this was sort of building up in the background. You didn't know, that you were close. And all of a sudden, I, as the salon, just gave you $10 off your bill today, and you didn't even expect it. That's not an effective loyalty program. So you need to get yourself an actual platform that's going to allow the customer to kind of stay in control and stay aware of their status at all times. Awareness is the number one key to a successful loyalty program. The customer always has to be aware of their points, how many they have, how close they are to rewards, because that's the only way that they can psychologically, right, be connected and excited about it. So step one, make sure that you find the right platform for your program. I'd say step two is now identify like what are your objectives in terms of your business that you're trying to push and promote the most, and figure out a loyalty system in terms of points and value that's going to be, number one, exciting for your customers, but number two, that's going to be manageable for your budget, right? You can't just give away all sorts of stuff that's going to end up cutting into your margins. So you want to find high value rewards with the lowest cost possible to the salon. Those would be the first two steps for sure before actually getting into even thinking about launching and communicating anything.
Cool. I love that. So Salon S.O.S, is it something that you could pretty much customize for your business if you have different services that you offer, all of that good stuff?
Yeah, so we do have an app-based loyalty program. It's one of the services that we offer. Like I said, Salon S.O.S as a whole, we do all digital marketing, websites, Google, social media, but we do have a loyalty app software that's proven to be really, really successful with salons across North America. And it is customized for each individual salon company. So it's your image on top, your logo, your information, your colors, right? So it's really designed for you, and your customers, right? Your clients, the salon's clients, end up getting this program on their phone, right? And going in, and now they look at it and it's like, wow, you look super modern, professional, as a business because you've got this app. And now the customer, opens it, they get to create their account, right? So they put in their name, they put in their birth date, they put in their phone number, their email address to create their account. And now they're able to earn, points or stars or stamps, whatever you want to call them, for each visit based on their spending, and eventually, accumulate and come back and redeem those rewards. And what's great when you have a digital-based program, I mentioned that the customer is giving you their phone number and their email address. So you now have a communications platform, right, that you can use to be able to, send out messages, to your customers, send them updates, send them special offers and promotions throughout their journey. And there's a whole lot of automation, obviously, that you can do as well. You can program messages to go out automatically, after a visit, thanking them and asking them to write a review, right? And you can put the link to your Google page or your Facebook page, wherever you want them to write a review. You can obviously do birthday messages, but it's not just about a message that goes out automatically on their birthday. You can attach a digital coupon, right, inside that app and give them a personalized coupon that they can receive as, let's say, a birthday gift. And when you do it again digitally, it can have an expiry date. So that coupon could expire, 14 days after they receive it or 30 days after they receive it. So it's encouraging the customer to come back in, right, quickly to the salon to take advantage of some of these offers.
That's amazing. So that's all through Salon S.O.S?
Absolutely. Yep.
Through the app?
Yep.
That's amazing. Oh yeah, it does make marketing so much more accessible. I love that. So how do people look into this more?
Yeah, if they want to find out more about it, I mean, they can go and see it on our website. It's as simple as, it's www.salonsos.ca is our homepage, and you can put /loyalty if you want to go directly to the loyalty page to look at that particular service and all the features. There's a little mini video there that kind of shows how it works, at the front desk of a salon and whatnot. And we have all sorts of demos, free demos, tutorials, and support, obviously, to help salons get the most out of their program.
Amazing. And I usually end every Salon Ownership Unfiltered episode with a question. And the question is, what do you think every salon owner needs to hear or understand in this day and age?
Woohoo! Oh, doozy of a question. I think that every salon owner needs to hear that you can't you can't do everything yourself. I think it's, I've been working with salon owners for 25 years, and it's constantly a source, seemingly a state of chaos, right? Because they're just trying to manage so many things. Everybody's always so busy and so stressed, and they are the accountant, they are the HR director, they are the marketing director, they are the plumber, they are the painter, they are the negotiator, for commercial, the leasing, and they're a service provider, and they're often a family person, and it's just so much on their plate. And I say, reach out for the right resources. There's so many resources available. There's so many people that are trying to help in a genuine way. And whether it's, I'm sure you have an accountant that takes care of your finances. You should, be sort of delegating, but you've got to find the right person, obviously, that you can trust that's going to manage that for you. Right? Other areas, you might want to have a business coach or consultant to help you. If those are not your strengths, then don't feel like you have to do everything. Social media, if it's not your strength, then don't feel like you have to do it all. Find the right resources that can help you, right? So you're delegating and kind of like sharing expertise. No one person is meant to be, Superman, Superwoman, with like all the powers and all the skills. I think we need to be able to recognize that in ourselves and be okay to work with others, to bring resources in that are going to allow us to have a little bit more focus on what we do best and let other people focus on what they do best to help drive the business forward.
Amazing. Salon owners, you cannot do it all. Find some good help. Starting with Salon S.O.S. This is amazing. Okay. So if you want to look more into this, everybody go to salonsos.com or salonsos.ca. I'm going to edit that. So, and then I'll add in whatever, like we decide as a promo.
Perfect. Okay.
So I'll edit, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Scott, thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to share with the audience? Where can we find you on social media?
You can find us on most platforms at salon.s.o.s. And yeah, we're just here as a resource. We have all sorts of free resources. We have our own podcast. We have a YouTube channel with, marketing videos, and we're just trying to share as much advice, information as possible to help salon owners, salon professionals have as much success as possible. And we're here to support you on your journey.
Amazing. Thank you, Scott. Thank you so much for this great info. I'm inspired. I really need to do this for my business. So thank you for all of your great information, and we'll talk to you soon.
Sounds great. Thanks, everyone.
All right, everyone. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you so much for listening to the Salon Scoop podcast. This show is produced by Salon S.O.S, a digital marketing agency by industry professionals for industry professionals. If you want simple and affordable solutions for any of your salon marketing needs, such as websites, client loyalty, Google search rankings, social media, or more, come visit us at salonsos.ca or on Instagram at salon.s.o.s. If you want to hear more episodes like this and help us continue to bring the industry great content, it would mean so much to us if you would support us in one of the following ways. Either share this episode with one other industry professional, and rate the show on Spotify, or write us a quick review on Apple Music. We want to hear your feedback. If you have follow-up questions or ideas for future episodes, please reach out. DM us on Instagram at salonS.s.o.s, or hit us up on our website again at salonsos.ca. Again, thanks so much for listening. Now go get your hustle on, keep smiling, and we'll catch you on our next episode.